This way was better. Kia ora, ki te pē koe. Hey guys, welcome to, I guess this one will be a travel vlog. I'm in the beautiful Bay of Islands in a place called Waitangi. If you've seen my other videos, you know me and Bronson did a thing on Waitangi, the myths and legends of it. Check that out. But yeah, I came up here with my family and my parents, and we came in this beautiful beast. So yeah, that's what we stayed in. That's what we drove down in. It was a good adventure. The roadworks were hectic, the hills were hectic, but other than that, we came in one piece, and yeah, we enjoyed it as much as we could. Half it did keep most of us, well, all of us up during the night, but yeah, we're basically just getting ready to go out. We're going to be going to Russell, and then if we have time we may go to the Waitangi treaty grounds, but other than that, pretty easy day. This was cheap at the time. They kind of are cheap to hire out. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it here. We're gonna walk to Pai here. It's not that far where we are. So yeah, we can just walk there. We walked there last night, get some fish and chips. And yeah, we're gonna walk there again today. And then walk around Russell. Gonna do lots of walking today. Keep me fit. But yeah, I'll see you later. Sorry if it's a bit dark. Kind of doing our bushwalk up to the top, well, the flagpole on Russell. I've already been walking for a bit, pushing the pushchair. This bit here, a bit hard to bring a pushchair. My wife and her mother stayed back with the baby. I'm going up. I'll basically watch the vlog of what I see. So the history with Russell flagpole is Hanaheke, Maori chief in Northland, part of the Ngāpuhi tribe. He cut the flagpole down 3 times as a protest to the English rule after the Treaty of Waitangi. When they first cut it down, an act of war. Second time was because they still weren't living to what they had promised to do. And the third time was basically to show we still weren't happy with where we're being treated as Māoris. So this basically goes with Black Lives Matters movement. The indigenous people of New Zealand have had their rights denied a long time ago. It's only just now have we started to get a hold of it and understanding them, learning about their history. Why I'm interested in it is because of me being part Māori. I can learn this history, live from it, and learn, keep it in my heart, pass on to my family, friends, let them learn what they need to. So this is the flagpole. There we go. So it is kind of modernized a bit since last time. On this pole was erected in the year 1840. The first signal flagstaff after the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi. I mean, however, to misunderstand between the two races, the original flagstaff was cut down by the Maoris on July 8, 1844, by one of Honeheke's chiefs. He himself having pledged his word to Hidden William Hull Williams to not cut it down, as he had threatened, and on this occasion refused to break his word. And another having been erected in its place, this was in turn cut down on January the 10th, 1845. A third was erected on January the 17th, and this was laid low before daylight on the 19th. This again was replaced by a fourth, and this time sheathed for the lower 20 feet with iron as a further precaution. However, this would prove no protection against the staff, and was again cut down in the early morning of March 11th, 1945. Koronaka was sacked and destroyed during the fighting which followed, and this time the staff was not erected by the British. However, during 1957, as a voluntary act of those who were directly concerned in cutting it down, and organised by Mahi Party. This is the view from up here. You can basically see Pai here, over in that direction there. If you can kind of maybe actually zoom in a bit. Let's see how far it will go. So that flagpole there, over in that direction, you can kind of see it now. That's Waitangi Treaty Grounds. And basically all the way out that way there.
That is ridiculously far.
Pretty.
So that's the view from up here. I wonder if the other side's still accessible.
Maybe look
many years ago when I came here, on the other side of this parking area, so you don't have to walk up, you can drive up. We chose to walk. We didn't bring our vehicle here because of us driving that big thing. It'd be easier just to walk around. Most of the things are within walking distance, and it's not a bad walk. I mean, walking's good for your health, right? Got to work off that milkshake I had when I got here. My others had a hot chocolate and a coffee. So I'm just gonna see if they still have the sundial here. Last time I came up on this area, they had a sundial, which looks like they still have, but it's been boarded off. Have a look. It looks like you can go inside. But yeah, there's a big sundial here. Kind of cool. I'll show you it. There's a big sundial here. Also around the sides is a bit of history. If you want to read a bit about what's happening around here, you can. I read a little bit, but I won't read it on camera. So yeah, this is a good place to come to Russell, check out the first capital of New Zealand it is. The other place we'll be going is Christchurch, William Hobson's home, place of residence, and some other places. There's a bit here that I like. Let me read it too, if I can get it on. Aotearoa New Zealand is still learning how to live with diversity as the rest of the world. The words of the late Northern leader Sir James Henry often remembered. Here, unity is not about being the same. As Western Northern Māori have not been forgotten either. You have come too far not to go further. You have done too much not to do more. Here's another view of the harbour, and just bring us back in. I can walk down and talk to you guys. That's basically what we need to remember. Basically that last bit there that I showed you. Like I said, we're still learning to be as equals. Black lives do matter, all lives matter. I know a lot of people say it's not about all lives matter or black people, it's all lives matter. So the person that posted something about the Good Shepherd, if one person is missing, the Good Shepherd leaves the 99 and go find the one. He's not talking about race with this. It's a totally different issue. Do not bring gospel things into race issues, because that really didn't really exist in those days. Race wasn't an issue. Well, it was, I guess. But in those days, people lived in unity. They had communities for everyone, so there wasn't interreactions as much as what there is today. So all lives matter. Don't bring gospel things into this. Yeah, the gospel is not about racism, about things. Just keep it all political. That's what this is. It's a political thing. It's not a spiritual thing. It's not a scriptural thing. It's a political thing. Everything to do with race. It's all around politics. So I'm basically walking my way back down to my wife. Hopefully she's there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that bit of Russell. I'll show you some more entertaining parts of it. Like I have said, Russell, the first part of New Zealand, had many wars here, as I just read there. Basically started off, the New Zealand Wars was the cutting down of the flag stuff. Basically, Honheke didn't like it, them raising the British flag without his approval. He was going to raise the United Tribes flag. But yeah, and they moved it from Waitangi to there, the original flag stuff. That's why there's the flag stuff in Waitangi that you could see, I've shown you, and flag stuff here. There's one that got cut down, and I can hear movement in the bush. Oh. It's a wicker. It's a flightless native bird to New Zealand. It's kind of like a kiwi, but a shorter beak, and it comes out during the day. It's very rare for it to be this close. Try and get a photo. So, got photos there of a wicker. It's a native. I don't know if you could hear me. I'm just going to repeat myself in case you can't hear me. It's a native New Zealand bird. Like the kiwi, shorter beak, comes out during the day, flightless. But yeah, that's a rare sight to see basically here on Waitangi. I heard the rusting and had a look around, saw it, thought you guys might be interested in it. I'm at the bottom of the little bush trail. My wife and her mother walked all the way back down to the boat ramp, so we're basically going to head there now. From there we'll maybe go to Christchurch, see the bullet holes in the church, and have a look around the town a bit. Maybe try and find Governor Hobson's house and visit some other things that may be interesting. But yeah, if you do come to the Bay of Islands, which I recommend you do, a lot of history up here. Waitangi, Russell is a good place to come. Bay of Islands, go do some fishing from Pai here. Blue Sea charters, use them. Yeah, you can come camper van, you can camp. RV as the Americans call it, camper van, RV. You can camp, you can do hotels. Summertime it's usually packed, so if you want to come in the summertime, book early. But wintertime, usually pretty free. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of history, a lot of the places around here, especially on Russell, are Victorian Old English styled. That's because of they were built around the time that the English settlers settled here. So Russell was a whaling port basically. That's why there's lots of dolphins and whale watching places around here. The Maui dolphin, which is an endangered species, you can basically only see in New Zealand. Bay of Islands is one of those places that you can actually see it in the summertime. Oh, wintertime as well maybe. Haven't done whale watching, one of the things I need to do on my bucket list. But it's one of those things that you can do here. There's always fun things you can do here in Pai here. Yeah. So here we are at the Anglican Christ Church. It's a famous church, as you can see. Looks like it's a nail, but it's a billet. It's got musket holes in it from when they had a war. People hid inside of it, people firing in and out of it. So there are holes throughout the thing of the church. And look right. So yeah, basically fired from all sides, as you can see the holes around it. So they basically haven't filled the holes because it's like a historical thing. So yeah, just left the holes there, people come to see that. But yeah, that's why people come to this church. It's one of the oldest churches in New Zealand, one of the first ones, and yeah, got musket holes in it. So come check it out. $2 entry fee, $4 if you want to take a pamphlet. It's basically to keep the upkeeps of the chapel. And so we're here at the Compiler Mission and Printery. That's it. Can't get inside. Gotta have a tour for it. And there's a big hedge outside of it. But that's what it looks like. See that's it there basically. This was used as a printing and a mission establishment. There's the cafe here, if you want to go to the cafe. Cafe right here. The mission still. Yeah, so you can come to the coffee house, buy tickets for the tour. Yeah, I guess. The most probably is a printing shop. But that's it, basically. That's the things to come on Russell. Can't remember where the governor house was. There's not on the map or anything. But yeah, that's the main places to come to on Russell. And I guess we'll head back to Pai here, grab some food, relax for a bit. Until next time. We've basically come back from Russell, had some food at Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. Recommend you eat there. It's a bit expensive, but the meal, you get full from the meal. I wasn't full after having the beef, fettuccine. Had a side of curly fries. I didn't really finish the curly fries, but they have seafood there as well if you want to have seafood, and ribs. Fiona, how are the ribs?
Good, sticky.
The ribs like fall off the meat falls off the bone, which was really good, really sticky. Fiona had the ribs, she liked it. So it's a place to go. We're basically just gonna stay here for the evening, I guess. Try and relax a bit. I mean, did a lot of walking. A lot of us are tired. And we'll be leaving in the morning. So that was our trip up north in a camper van. Basically just going to get on to edit that now, but I thought I'd close off properly with my usual helping spiel, motivational talk, I guess. I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook about suicide prevention, putting posts in there like if one person can repost to show one person is listening, there's always someone listening. It's just a matter of fact who you want to tell somebody. If you're married, use your partner to talk about stuff. If you don't want to talk to your partner, a friend, a close friend, workmate, counselling if you need to. I'm sure there's some free counselling out there. There's Lifeline here in New Zealand, where you talk to somebody confidentially, talk to them and they help you through it. But yeah, I mean, school kids, you got your parents, you got teachers, friends, there's always someone that will listen. And for you listeners out there, be that person that someone wants to be able to talk to you and confide in you. Be that person that they can come talk to if they do have issues. Don't let them be, well, I mean, if you see someone down, ask them, how are you doing? And it's like, oh, fine, fine, fine. You go, sit them down and go like, no. How are you really doing? Tell them, I'm here for you. Tell me how you're doing, and we can work together to get through this. You can usually tell if someone is lying when they say, I'm fine, yeah, I'm doing alright. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm good, alright. You gotta be able to tell the difference. You can, if you know somebody well enough, you can tell by their body language how they're actually doing. So that's why usually a good friend is good for that person to be able to be talked to. You usually have common goals, you have interests, so you can talk about stuff like that with each other. I mean, I have my wife, but I also have Bronson, my friend, who I've seen in some other videos. I use him a bit, we bounce ideas off, we talk to each other about stupid things and some good things. So that's what I have used counselling before. There's no shame in that. Counselling can help. So just be strong. Be that person for somebody, or if you need somebody, there is somebody out there for you. Decide who you want it to be. If you want it to be your friend, wife, parents, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, colleague, work boss, or a counsellor, or some stranger on a phone even. Who knows? You can talk to. There is always somebody that's willing to listen. For you that are religious, God, Jesus Christ, always there willing to listen, and He usually can help you through prayer. So there's always someone there for you, listening, wanting to help you out. Be strong. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, just the usual things. Leave a comment below if you like this video, if you want some ideas. Yeah, or if you think I can be that person to listen to you, leave a comment below. I'll get in contact with you. Be strong, be proud. Kia kaha.